Now, I know what you're thinking. You're looking at a deck list, you see BADGERMOLE Cub, you see Llanowar Elf, you immediately click off the video. Wait, come back if you're still here. So what we're going to be doing today is, well, taking a look at some Lorwyn Eclipsed Standard. And yes, I understand. Llanowar Elf, BADGERMOLE Cub, Oroboroid. Think about it this way. Every single time you click on a green deck list that somebody is playing in Standard, we can sort of just all acknowledge the fact that they're going to have 4 Roid, 4 Cub, 4 Elf, and we don't even have to talk about that part of the deck. We can just talk about the other 48 cards. And that's what we're doing here today. So the reason that I wanted to try this deck is because when we played Kithkin during early access, I was a big fan of this card, Brigid Klaken's Heart. 3/2 for 3, comes into play, makes a 1/1. Beginning of your first main phase, you can pay a green to flip it, and it turns into a sort of Gaia's Cradle, where you get to make a mana for each other creature you control. So, in this particular deck list, you have a ton of ways to put, stuff onto the battlefield. BADGERMOLE makes 2 bodies, Pawpatch makes 2 bodies, so on and so forth. So you can go very, very wide. You're playing a bunch of 1-drops as well. And it turns out when you go wide and have a card that can make a bunch of extra mana, that synergizes very, very well with Figure of Fable, which is a card that if you can get to level 3, which it's a lot of work to get there, 1 mana for a 1/1, pay 1 to make it a 2/3, pay 3 to make it a 4/5, and then if you've gotten all the way to level 3, you can pay 6 mana to make a 7/8 with protection from your opponent, which means that they can't block it, they can't target it, they can't damage it, they can't look at it, they can't smell it, they can't taste it, they can't do anything to this figure. And, it seems like a lot of mana, but when you have Brigid giving you a boatload of extra mana, it's really not that hard to get to level 3, and spoiler alert, it happened almost every game, so must be good. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to take that sort of core of cards, and instead of playing it with Collector's Cage, which we did previously, I wanted to try and cut the cages and see if we could just play more individual powerful cards like Brightglass Gearhulk. Big fan of this card, and ever since it got printed, I've been basically begging for Temple Garden the entire time, and now that it's finally here, we can give this card a shot again. It's very powerful because it just gives you access to so many things. Most importantly, you can now just tutor up this giant threat in Figure of Fable. Not even if you don't have a bunch of extra mana, you can just get 2 figures. Next turn, play a mana source, play a couple figures, make them both 2/3s, and the threat of being able to activate them makes your opponent have to play in such a very, very different way. And Gearhulk is also Graveyard Hate, it's a removal spell, it's another removal spell, it's, I guess value because you can get Phoenix down to Nurturing Pixie, so if they don't kill the Gearhulk, you Pixie it. If they do kill the Gearhulk, you Phoenix down it. You can also get something like Meltrider's Resolve and Nurturing Pixie to get 2 removal spells. I guess you can also do that by getting, Seam Rip and Melstriders, but just an endless combination of stuff you can get with Gearhulk, and that's pretty much the entire deck. A bunch of 1-drops to help facilitate Brigid, Cubs, Oroboroids, Gearhulks, and the Gearhulk package. That's the whole deck. Again, I can't stress enough how important Temple Garden is to these particular Celestia archetypes, where they're trying to cast a bunch of green 1-drops, white 3-drops, and then double white 4-drops. So, extremely important card. But that's it for the main deck, and then the sideboard, you get a Farm Animals for the Gearhulk package, the Ademis against Wrath of Gods, Rest in Peace against Graveyard decks, Voices, Surrock, so on and so forth. So that is kind of, again, it's a little bit different than the Collector's Cage deck to be played in terms of it's not playing that much towards the top of the curve, but I just kind of think that Collector's Cage is not nearly as good against the more heavy interaction decks, and I also think it's kind of too slow against Simic. So I wanted to see how this version felt, and honestly, it felt pretty good. So if you're a Celestia enjoyer, you're going to like today's video, and without further ado, I'll see you back here in just a little bit for the first match. I'm going to try this. Also, I forgot to mention probably the single most important card from Lorwyn in this deck. It's Temple Garden. It's Temple Garden by a lot. Well, it sort of is, like, you can combo it in this deck with with Bright Glass Gearhulk, or not with Bright Glass Gear, with BADGERMOLE Cup, excuse me. So, you know, it sort of still is like, it's just, it works, it being a combo card with BADGERMOLE Cup. The combo is you just have a lot more mana to do, like, Speaker into Craterhoof or something like that. This is Offspring the hard way. GG. Look, man, I don't want to hear it, alright? I don't want to hear it. What do you want me to say? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you are playing green, you should put Oroboroid and Cub and Llanowar in your deck. This is a public service announcement. That's, welcome to my TED Talk. So, yeah, that's how that works. Alright, well, you know. What don't I want against them? I think Phoenix Down is kind of shite. And I kind of hate Get Lost against them. Is every single time I play one of these green decks, it just feels like a significantly worse version of Simic. And I don't know what the point of putting green in your deck and not blue is. I guess you could argue Golgari, but Golgari and Simic are basically the same deck. It's just, you know, like their deck is all the Manadorks, Cubs, Roids, Rhythms, you know. They're just playing a different splash color, right? But I think people have finally realized that blue is just the best splash color because Riddler works so well when you have a boatload of extra mana, you know? The more you know. I mean, I'm gonna lose this game. Just kidding. I would like to draw a land that produces white, please. Yeah, like that one. I mean, that's kind of rude. Alright, sure. Fair. This is sort of another reason I don't want to play Cage, because this thing shuts off Cage, and every single person who has white mana has this card in their sideboard. Ooh. Deck for 4. Ow. Alright, can I get a land, please? Thank you. Thank you. I guess they can torch and sack the gallery. Is that their plan? I think it is. With oh yeah, they're sacrificing the seam rip because the figure has no text anyways. Guess here. Ow. Do I win this race? I think I win this race. Well, I mean, the thing is, if they hold back the Conqueror, I can't really attack. I can attack with the 3/2, I guess. They're getting in there. They're getting in there. Maybe their hand is just double Boros Charm. I do lose if their hand is double Boros Charm. What? Tokens. Tokens. Blocking the 1/1's kind of strange. Blocking the land, I guess I should say, is strange. The land was turned off, but now it's not. Were they like in a braid or something? Sure. Well, I need to kill the Clarion. I guess I'll just get 2 kill spells, right? No, I could... You know what's better, actually? Pixie plus Melt Strider is better, isn't it? Let me play this. I mean, I could be dead this turn, I guess. I am currently taking 6 damage. I am currently taking a lot more than 6 damage. Alrighty then. Game 3, I guess. I guess we should be playing some, like, Authority of the Consuls as a 1-of for a Gearhulk target. I could see that. I'm gonna keep it. Their deck wouldn't play Fire Magic, would it? Their Boros token strategy probably doesn't have Fire Magic. I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with no. Surely not, right? Shock pass, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. Why did they shock? I'm scared. I'm gonna do this. I mean, I kind of lose anyways if they have Fire Magic, because I lose both my 1/1s, but... that's not what I thought it was gonna be. So they just didn't kill the elf on turn 1? Bold. Bold. Ouroboros. Bowling balls that are on fire. That is what standard feels like. I mean, this hand just doesn't beat any of the top 3 decks. Okay, this hand has a chance. Thermonuclear warheads, yeah, basically. Essentially the same thing. I would like you to kill this one first. Why switch to normal balls if the bowling balls hurt more? What do you mean? Well, that's the point. The bowling balls hurt more, right? You know what I mean? What? Well, I didn't think I would get this far. Little War Elf. I guess they're saving their kill spell for Figure? I'm confused. Oh, they just don't have a kill spell. Okay. Did they misclick? Okay, sure. I guess they're literally their hand was only accumulate wisdoms. Opening hand, 3 wisdom, attachments, grand, 2 lands. I mean, you would keep that hand, you know? That's bad. It's pretty bad. Also pretty bad. Also not great. I mean, at least I can cast a Roboroid next turn. They only have 6 cards in their hand. What's the worst that could happen this turn? What are they going to do? Cast a Monument to Endurance? Huh. One, a 2, a 3. Your turn. 4 accumulates in the top 22 cards of their library. Huh? Alright, sure. They did discard 2 of them, which is pretty funny, but there still was 4 in the top 22 cards of their library. That is a known fact. Man, these games are really good. That's the thing about playing games of Standard, is just that they're extremely fun to play and very, very back and forth. I mean, is Sirach good against them? I'll try it, I guess. Seamrit bad. I think all the kill spells are bad, right? Pixie, Phoenix down, Lantern. I guess I'll keep one of these to tutor up to kill an artist talent, maybe. I just don't want a ton of them. All right. No. No. Oh, this is the card I should have cut against them for sure. Definitely meant to play that. All right. Extremely punished, too. Very, very extremely punished. I swear I have my hand on the prairie, but... I mean, the good news about this is it doesn't die to... Yes, to that, but... I guess I'll play this. Stoka. How many lessons did you get? One? One lesson. I think I can wait a turn on this. I deploy my Surok, the elusive hunter. He doesn't look very elusive, to be honest. Like, he's got giant antlers and a big-ass sword. Like, I don't know how he can be very elusive, you know? It's like the opposite of elusive. Explain elusive. Unicorn is a white and green creature type species used for cards that depict noble white horse-like creatures with a large pointed spiraling horn. How did they get unicorn out of elusive? Is there a card called Elusive Unicorn that I'm not familiar with? Sure doesn't seem like it. We got Elusive Krasis. Is that the same thing? Basically the same thing. 3 mana. Tres mana. Drawing a land would be pretty nice here. Would be a welcome addition, would be a land. Oh? I will target my Gene. I target this. They're just gonna combustion technique it. Yeah, I'm gonna target this. Because I think they're trying to set up a combustion technique on Figure of Fable here. Let's go Gene. Let's go Big Gene. It's gonna be tapped. What's gonna be tapped? Well, it's good they didn't have another lesson before that. Block. Oh, the land that I want? Well, the problem is now I have to cast Rest in Peace, so... Question here is, do you deploy Brigid, or do you level Figure of Fable? 3 toughness is pretty safe from most things. Kicker Firebending deals 5 anyways, so if I make it a 4/5, it still dies to kick. And Combustion Technique only deals 2 because they have no graveyard. Yeah, I guess Iroh is the consideration. It's basically, do I want to play around Iroh versus having an extra bot, like 2 more bodies in play next turn with the Roid? You know what I mean? I think having 2 extra bodies is more important, honestly. And I want to block the Grand Grade with Bridget anyways, you know what I mean? No, kick Firebending Listen is 5. Yeah, if they kick it, they deal 5. So, that's the one downside, is like, even if I kick this, it's still... Even if I make it a 4-5, it still dies to Firebending Lesson. I mean, they're only at 10. Stoka. Stoka. Alright, well now I have to do that. Wait, did I board out the rest of my kill spells? Oh no. Fuck, man. Why did I board out my Dusk Rose and my fight spell? Okay, this was not a good play, by the way. Definitely not a good play. I could have sworn I had one more in my deck, but... Pixie works? Not this turn, though. I mean, I'm gonna get the Pixie. And then I guess the other one is probably another figure? Yeah, it doesn't work this turn. Like, it doesn't work fully this turn, but... I can play the Seam Rip next turn. Oh, I missed a point of damage. I should protect first. -1. -1. I'll take a -1. -1. Bro is popping off over there. God damn. I'd like to block. May I declare a block, please? May I declare one singular block? You're at 10. I mean, quick math, what's 7 plus 3? Sounds like 10 to me. Hold. Hold. Brick, 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 brick. 7 plus 3. Don't draw a kill spell, please. Hold. Please hold. They get to see a lot of cards, man. They get to see a lot of cards. I assume they're gonna find it. There's no way this works. Yep. God, we're gonna be too short. I mean, I wonder at this point... Should I just play the Seam Rip? Since I can't kill him anyways? Probably, right? Because this would only be 8 damage. And I think it's important to kill one of the artist talents here so they just see less cards next turn. Right? It's the same clock either way. It's a 2-turn clock no matter what. They haven't discarded any other monuments, have they? So they still have 3 monuments in deck. Which means they could... I mean, if they have a second monument, we're likely dead. Because they just go, monument, spell, deal me 6, upkeep, deal me 6. Oh. That's also not great for me. Although, that plus 2 monuments is only 10. Hold? Hold? Do they have another Burst Lightning? Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. GG. I mean, it's got Elfin to bridge it. I'm gonna try it. It's a little sus. Like, the 4th land is certainly not where I want to be, but... Skelementals. Skellies. Be like a sacrifice deck, it looks like. Holy. Bro is cooking. Alright, Brigade, you got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of work to do. No. I almost played the wrong land. Streamer, do not play incorrect land. Whenever one or more other creatures you control enter, if they entered or were cast from a graveyard, make a token that's a copy of one of them. So I guess the idea is if you cast color from the graveyard, that's kind of cool. Cast color from grave, and then you get a copy of it with Diviner. I don't hate that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I go... Pop Patch doesn't work. Right? 3. Yeah, because so for people who don't know, Brigade cannot split up the colors. It only makes a single color. So I can go untap land, pay 3 mana for Pop Patch, and I have 4 creatures with Brigade, but I can only make white or green, so I can't do that. So, in that case, why don't we go... I have to do it this way, then. I have to cast this for 1, and then I have to make white mana, do this, float a white, and then I'm just going to get Seam Rip and Melt Striders. And then I can go, I guess Seam Rip. I guess I should have floated a green, huh? And then Seam Rip this thing. Alright, your turn. I mean, good turn. I guess I could have gotten a Pixie too, instead of the Melt Striders. Because with Brigade, I have more than enough mana to be able to go Pixie, pick up Gearhulk, replay it, get 2 more things. So it may have been better to get a Pixie there. Dude, Brigade is so good. It just gives you so much mana. I guess I'll flip this turn. Actually, no. I'm just going to leave it in play. It's going to be a decline for me. Go here, fight this. And then play Temple. Make 4 white, activate Temple. Yeah, I mean, whew. Oh, that is a good point. That's a very good point. I could go, if I had full control on, I could go tap the Brigade, float mana with Brigade. Like, float the mana, flip, and then use the floating mana still in main phase. Because Brigade is main phase 1, right? Okay, that's good to know. I gotta make sure to have a stop set then, because I didn't have a stop set. Yeah, that is kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, dude, Brigade is a super powerful card. And it just works so nicely with both Gearhulk and Figure, because you kind of want a bunch of extra mana with Figure and Gearhulk to be able to cast, cast your Gearhulk spells or just level this up a bunch. So, like, you actually have a ton of things to do with your extra mana between the Figures, the Gearhulks, Abandoned Air Temple, stuff like that. Yeah, Brigade is super powerful. I like that card a lot. I don't think I want Graveyard Hate. I mean, I'll keep the Lantern in, but I don't think I want Rest in Peace. I think just like this is probably fine. Oh, dude, my shoulder's been killing me today. Ah, look who decided to show up to the party. I don't want to hear it. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't comment in the comment section down below that every green deck is Badger Mole, Cub, Elf. Even though I said that at the beginning of the video, so. Yes, I already know that. I get it. I'm already typing in the comment section of the YouTube video that isn't even up yet. Think about it this way, right? It's the same thing as people in Legacy. Like, you understand how the blue decks in Legacy, right? Blue decks in Legacy, basically, every single blue deck in Legacy starts with 4 Force of Will, 4 Brainstorm, 4 Ponder, whatever. It's the same thing as that. It's like, they just make, the cards are powerful, and, like, if you're playing a certain color, you have to play with the powerful cards. That's all it is, right? I don't know why I tap like that, but... Alright, your turn. Average turn 2, by the way. Right, you still can only make one color with it, but... A chance this list wants Wear Down for the Lessons matchup. If you were going to play a card like Wear Down, I think you're better off playing with the Spree one. I forget the name of the Spree one. 2, 4, 7 mana? I don't really want to sack any of these. Maybe I will, though. Maybe I'll just sack the Paw Patch token. I don't really know what I'm scared of, to be honest with you. We'll sack Paw Patch token. Yeah, Requisition Raid. I think if you wanted something to improve the Lessons matchup, Requisition Raid is a good idea. And it's possible we should be playing that card. I'm willing to believe that, given how horrible that first match against Lessons went. It's a little unfortunate that Temple comes into play tapped, but... Yeah, that's a good point. If you have BADGERMOLE Cub and a bunch of mana dorks, and Bridget as well, maybe Green Season is good. Because Green Season, like, can be more of a high roll option, because you can blow up everything, as opposed to, like, if, say they have 2 of each or whatever, if they have 2 monuments, 2 talents, you can only blow up 1 of each with the Requisition Raid. Yeah, and the Green Season has other modes too, so maybe it's better. Alright, they're at 14. They have 2 legal blockers. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4. They just took it? Did I not do the math? Oh, I guess I didn't do the math. Alright. I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought that was lethal. They won't deal me 11 this turn, will they? The answer is no. God, this hand is weird. I'm gonna keep it. You want a link to it? I don't have... So, the thing is, I don't have a text of the recipe because I found it when I was scrolling through TikTok videos. Which, yes, even as a 35-year-old man, I still do. But, I mean, I can probably find the TikTok. Tuscan chicken meal prep. I can link you the TikTok. Yeah, here it is. There, that's the link to the TikTok. Green. It's very simple. It wasn't a lot of ingredients. I think the chicken was like paprika, chili flakes, basil, olive oil, salt, pepper. Mix that, saute the chicken, and then the sauce was... What was the sauce? The sauce was milk, cream cheese, Parmesan, basil, tomato paste. blend that all together, saute the chicken, put the sauce in, turn it up to a boil, simmer it for about 5 minutes. Perfection. It's really good. What am I doing here? I guess we're gonna come onto the prairie, honestly. So we have 4 mana. Let's go this. Play this. You see why I like Figure of Fable so much in this deck? It's just Cub with... Dude, I know you don't need to hear this. Cub makes every card good, but like... Cub with Figure is real nice, dude. It's so good. Just card number 7,000 that's good with BADGERMOLE Cub. How much is this? 5, 9... That's 12? I mean, they wouldn't just kill me next turn, would they? Should I Get Lost the Ascension or hold up Get Lost? I'm obviously going to cast Get Lost in this turn cycle. I just don't know if I want to do it main phase. Was Animate second Prairie lethal? 1, 2... Oh, actually it was, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. I think, right? Because it was 1, 2, 3, 4, animate. Yeah, double pump. That would have been 5, 7, 13, 16. That would have been 20. Yeah, that would have been lethal. Easy. Sacrifice this creature. Destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. I mean, that's an artifact or enchantment, isn't it? Last time I checked. I don't know if it's good enough, though. I'll try this. Too many steps, I'm just gonna microwave it. I would highly recommend not recommending... I would highly recommend not microwaving raw chicken. That seems like a really bad idea. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life or anything, but it's probably... There's probably some salmonella involved in that. Oh, you clipped the recipe? Okay. That shit better go viral now. Figure of Fable. Why'd you leave the keys up on the Fable? Just splash the salmonella over the inside of your microwave. Well, I mean, if you leave the chicken in there long enough, that is exactly what will happen. Is this a medical advice stream? I'm trying to help you out, man. I'm trying to make it so you don't get salmonella. I thought I was being a nice guy, but apparently not. I saw somebody ask earlier if we played the Elemental Scam deck. I didn't play the one from the Challenge top 8, but we did play an Abigail Scam deck, which is going to be going up on YouTube later today. That deck was sweet as hell. Okay, what are they most likely to cast next turn? I don't know, a fucking ham sandwich? Yeah, I guess this is the safest, right? Just get 2 removal spells. And then, given that we have Dusk, Resolve, Seam Rip in hand, we basically have everything covered that they could cast next turn. Like, there's nothing they can play here that doesn't die to one of these 3 cards. What? The creature deck plays Day of Judgment? Alright, bet, I guess. I guess that makes sense as to why they weren't playing any cards. I can't say I've seen that before, but You learn something new every day. They ported into Celestia control. Noted. Celestia control gamer spotted. Meltstrider in the Simic deck. I gotta imagine it's for the mirror match, right? Ice Till Explorer. Kind of just cooked here, aren't I? Jesus! Bro, what is this? This is definitely not the deck that I signed up for. This is not the same deck they played game 1. What's going on here? Bro has Ugin and Day of Judgment. I guess that's the sideboard plan, huh? Big Celestia. Alright, well. Defeat your summon, Esper Maduin. 4 mana 2-drop, by the way. Rude. Very, very rude. Guess I go map onto... Okay, I get an idea. If there's a spell on top, we're cooking. Okay. Green. This. Go here, kill this. I'm not even sure if that's more important than holding it for the Ice Till, but... I don't know. It may not have been, honestly. Jesus Christ. Okay, well. Interesting. Well, I mean, at least we know they have Day of Judgment now. It's good to know about. Ooh. That could be good enough. Any level 3 enjoyers? Do we have any level 3 enjoyers? I do need a land. Notably, level 3 is not very good against Day of Judgment, to be fair. What are the odds they have a third one, though, you know? Alright, I yield. I yield! I guess we want these if they have days. And what don't we want? Honestly, fucking Seam Rip. They seem like they boarded out all of their mana dorks. Well, I guess there's an elf, but... I want to keep a couple of Seam Rips because they do still kill flipped summon Esper Maduin, but I don't think I want all 4 of them. Yeah, that looks good. I think I'm going to keep this. Just go tap land first. Brigade's been really good, man. Brigade's really nice. Big fan of that card. Can you craft Enigma Jewel with figure? I have no idea. No, because doesn't Enigma Jewel say only artifacts? I think. I thought it was only craft with artifacts. I did it again, man. I should have animated the prairie. I always do that. Day of Judgment. There's not really an easy way to play around Day of Judgment, I'm going to be honest with you. I want to cast this first. Don't mana tap me, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, I mean, dude, the card has so much text, the bot can only handle so much, you know? That's not the bot's fault, that's just, you know, way too much text. Mucho texto! I do need mana. I do be needing some mana sources over here. Okay, that doesn't matter because we have Get Lost. So, get this shit out of here. And then I can go... figure... level... I think hit for 6, and then Pixie bounce the Gear Hulk. Which is the best line if they have Wrath. I guess it means we don't have lethal next turn if they don't have Wrath, but I think this is fine. Maybe I should have Melt Striders instead and save the Get Lost. It's 4 non-lands with abilities, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I would assume that leveling it up doesn't do anything because, well, it says this creature becomes... So if it was a creature, then you'd be able to do it, but if it's not a creature and you're activating the ability, my guess is that nothing would happen. I'm assuming. I mean, I can activate Prairie, but to what end? It's not lethal, right? It's 1 short. Actually, no, it's more than 1 short, because I have to tap this. Because I tap 1, 2, tap these, animate Prairie. Yeah. And then it's 3, 3, 3, 3. So they just block. I guess I can Prairie and then fight their Ice Tail post-combat. Probably fine, right? Because that exposes nothing else to the potential Day of Judgment next turn. And we still have Prairie in play, which is nice. They do be millin'. They do be millin' and chillin'. But yeah, now if they Day of Judgment, we just have the Prairie in there at 3. So they have to have Day of Judgment plus Kill Spell. That is also not good enough. I don't think. I guess maybe if they have a Kill Spell for Pixie? No, they're still dead, right? Even if they have a Kill Spell for Pixie. 5... Yeah, they're just dead on board. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4... Well, I mean, now they're just mega dead. I can just do this instead. But I'm pretty sure I had lethal regardless. Just with the Prairie. Easy! Easy. What the Pixie doing? Yo, Pixie bounce my elf, replay elf. Synergy! I'm sad that it was gatekept by the mana for almost a year. Yeah. Everybody, for basically an entire year, every single time somebody would come into Twitch chat and say, is it time for Gear Hulk yet, streamer? Is it time for Gear Hulk yet? And I would just tell them every single time, unfortunately, no, it's not time for Gear Hulk. But, I mean, Temple Garden was the missing link, you know? Temple Garden was the missing link. the combo of Brigade and Gearhulk. Well, Gearhulk is just a more mana intensive card. So Brigade giving you access to more mana to be able to deploy all of the Gearhulk stuff faster, that's the combo. That's the idea. Also, Gearhulk getting you Figure. Figure is a card that's very mana intensive. You get the idea. You have more things to use your mana on. I actually think I have to play an untap this turn, because I need to chump with an elf. Because I cannot chump with the Roperoid. Can't win if I do that. I know, Landfall is pretty popular today. It's a good deck. I was wondering if more people would be playing that card. I think that card is really good. I mean, I could take 8. The Meltstriders? What did you ask, Doughboy? What was the question? So tap this. How many blockers will I have if I do this? I think enough, right? Do this. 5 blockers. They have 4 attackers. Theoretically, it's enough. Right? Big one, then small one. Can I attack? I think there's no reason to attack, because everything is going to be lethal next turn regardless. So there's no difference between them being at 9 versus them being at 17, so I might as well just have an extra blocker. Yeah, I'm just going to pass. Oh, what matchups do I bring it in the Simic deck? I would guess the Mirror Match. I think it's mostly for the small creature decks. And yeah, it can kill Conqueror if you need it to. That's my guess. Attacking with a 9-10. If I double this, they can make it a 10-11. I would trade a Cub for that, right? So, oh, hold on a second. How many blockers do they have? They have 7 blockers. If this dies, 6 attackers, so I still can't really send. I think I'm actually dead next turn. Yeah, I need to find a kill spell badly. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This dice comes back. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then they get to keep the Chocobo if I do that. Right. So that doesn't work. I think I have to trade here. Yeah, because chump blocking just doesn't get me anywhere. Maybe the Pixie is less valuable than the Badgermole Cub? I mean, I really just need to find a kill spell, I think. Chump blocker changes the math too, I think. Okay. That really makes me wish I had kept the the Badgermole Cub. Okay, so let's think about this. Green, green, white, white. So I can get Meltstriders and Kill Spell. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, I shouldn't have lost the Badgermole Cub. I should have traded with the Pixie instead. White, green, green, white. Cast this. Yeah, so we get, what, Seam Rip, Meltstriders? So what if I just don't cast a kill spell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're going to have 7 lethal attackers. I can take the hit from the elf. The elf doesn't matter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 lethal attackers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lethal attackers here. So they block... Oh, the Cub is also not lethal. Yeah, this is actually fun. I just don't cast a kill spell here, right? Yeah, we just go to combat. They have to block everything. We leave the Gearhulk back, right? Brightglass does not have lifelink. It's got First Strike Trample. I guess what I could have done is just not attack this turn, because the Gearhulk is going to be lethal by itself next turn since it has Trample. But I feel like this is fine. Wait. Dude, I'm an idiot. They just chump with the Elfin Fetch end step. Yeah, this was bad. Oh my god, I should have not attacked. For some reason, I thought that they had to fetch before blocks, and, like, block with one... I don't know what I was thinking, man. That was stupid. I'm dumb. I'm very dumb. You probably already know that, but I'm not very smart. And we'll get them next time. It looks like they're mono green, so no Day of Judgment, which is nice. I kind of need this to kill the nursery, don't I? I think you're smart. Thank you, Chatter. I appreciate that. I don't think very highly of myself, but I appreciate that you think I'm smart. Oh, what? Dude, I clicked and dragged the lantern. Why is it still there? No, I don't think Collar is very good. They're dealing you damage in such huge chunks that I just don't think Collar ever matters. Like, it's almost always irrelevant, you know? Do I think Moon Shadow is standard playable? Fucking, I'm doing this. This is probably a bad play, but... Do I think Moon Shadow is standard playable? I think it's close. I think it pairs pretty nicely with both Overlord and Evoke Elementals in that kind of, like, scam deck that we played yesterday. That's where I liked it a lot, but... Green... Just way too far behind. This game's over. I guess I should get... I mean, I have to kill the Earthbender Ascension, don't I? So I get these two. And then I can rip the Chocobo and then farm animals the Ascension. And hope that's good enough. Yeah, I do think it is good in Modern, for sure. I mean, we tried that first version that we tried with, like, Likeness Looter and that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. That version was cool, but I don't think you can play Likeness Looter. It's a 2-mana 1/1, you know? I mean, I guess if you look at Likeness Looter more as a 3-mana 7/7, then it's better, but... Because Looter is a pretty good combo with the 7/7, the Moon Shadow. And that is good, but... I will take 8 damage. Problem is, how the hell do I beat this bossing, say? They have a Harmonizer on top as well. Alright, step 1. Step 2. Don't ask me what step 3 is. Because I don't know the answer to that question. I think step 3 is pass. Alright, your turn, good opponent. Your turn. God damn it. Dude, the nursery is so good, man. That card's been crazy. Like, you don't even need to play a second color for Felidar Retreat. And it's even better than Felidar Retreat, too. Should have played a second farm animal, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how I get out of this. It certainly cast this. Alright, I have a plan. But I don't know. Maybe the plan is just figure, honestly. Like, I could take Seam Rips to try and kill their 3/4s, but I'm going to take a figure, I think. And then this turn, I'm going to go Resolve here. Fight a 3/4, pick up the Resolve. And then I'll play the figure next turn. And try to just, like, chill out for a little bit, you know? I don't know if this is better than picking up Gear Hulk, but... It is really nice that Gear Hulk has First Strike. First Strike is so big against them. Like, especially the Harmonizer. First Strike is huge here. It gives Hexproof and Indestructible, right? No, just Indestructible? Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. Because they can actually, like, fight through the First Strike with this. Okay. And they're at 15. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 7 mana. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can play my whole hand and level up the figure twice, right? 1, 2. Yeah, I can do all that. This is 7 power, right? Okay, I need to deal them 8 damage somehow this turn. How do I do that? I have an idea. I guess just attack with both Gear Hulks, right? Go level once. Level again. Fight here. Fight this. I guess they can soak up damage, right? I mean, I guess they can also sacrifice the Sapling Nursery this turn if they want to. But I think I'm okay if they do that, right? Because then they don't have this next turn to be able to, like, set up a big attack with, you know what I mean? Because what I'm worried about is them going, like, Harmonizer... Yeah. Oh, but they can still sack it on defense, huh? I guess I'm okay with that. Because then I'm still just trading a Gear Hulk for the Sapling Nursery, and I think that's a fine trade, right? I think I'm okay with that trade. Well, it actually, no, it doesn't deal them damage, because they just go double single. Right, they just go double block, single block. Oh. Okay, well, I didn't expect that. Please no self-promotion in the chat, thank you. Where are my mods at? Can I get a mod check? I'm surprised they didn't pop the nursery that turn. I thought they were going to. Because now they just lose to figure next turn. Mods! Anybody in chat want to be a mod? Does anybody want to be a mod? You gotta promise me you'll behave, though. Alright, they're dead. I definitely should have lost that game. I think they, well, I don't know. I don't know if I would have lost that game, but they should have sacked the the nursery that last turn. My religion forbids me to make promises. Okay, fair. Can you at least give me your word? You don't have to promise me. I just need your word. Your word is good. Dude, my shoulder is killing me. Is this hand good? It's got no interaction, but I clicked the sus link since I assumed that's what you called the mods for. That is exactly what I called the mods for, yes. On a scale of pbs.com to phub, what's the range on the sus link? Should be upgrade from a timeout to a ban. I mean, I gave him 30 minutes. I think that sends the message, right? I feel like that sends the message pretty well. I typed red dragons with haste and it's taking forever. Noted. Alright. Switch chat to emote only? No, I don't want to do that. Chat's not being that bad. Chat's not misbehaving that badly, you know. This is their third turn, by the way. Cool turn 3. Well... how can I possibly win this game? I mean, I assume it involves casting this card. I don't really know if it does enough, but... huh. So I only have 1 mana left over here. Hydra's the only threat? Well, currently, technically, yes, but the only way I can kill Hydra is if I just sack something. Oh, that's not true. I can get the fight spell. Do I just get fight plus Pixie? Yeah, I think fight plus Pixie is good. What's up, Jose? Alright, your turn! Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright, sure. Nice. Dude, where's my Season of Gathering? Season would be kind of sexy here, huh? You know, I could really use a BADGERMOLE cub off the top. This is 8 damage if I block the cub. I really don't want to take 8, man. Oh my god. I could just bounce off the 5/5 and take 5. The thing is, if I'm gonna Pixie the Meltstriders next turn to kill the cub, like, there's no point in blocking the cub here, right? Because I'm just gonna kill it next turn anyways. And I think they know that, because they know that I have the Pixie, right? So I think this is fine. So, we definitely start here. Bounce this. Target you. Fight this. And then I guess the plan is to play Brigid with the intention of flipping next turn. And then maybe I can level up a giant figure of destiny. Yeah, that's the plan, I think. I mean, it's doable. It's not going to be easy, but this game is winnable. Alright, level figure. Do this. Flip Brigid. And then I can go 1, 2, 3. Offspring this. Brigid makes 7. 8. I need 9. That's convenient. And they're at 20, so they're dead to 3 hits from this. Is there a way that I can make it a 2-turn clock? If I hit with the Pixie, right? Because they go to 11, and then the Prairie kills them next turn. Alright. Hold. Hold. I mean, that's a lot of triggers. Okay, they have a 6/6 trample. What if I just took 6? Alright, sure. See if I care. I did not think I was going to win this game, man. I really did not think I was going to win this game. GG! That's exactly lethal, baby. That is exact lethal. I repeat, exact lethal. I could have sent everything, but, you know. It's funnier if I have exactsies. Dude, this Figure of Fable card is kind of broken, isn't it? It's pretty silly.